from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
And bundle up. Temperatures are falling fast as a frost advisory spreads all across Southern California. We also have freeze warnings in effect in the forecast.
And when the winds pick up as well, that'll make the cold snap even worse. We have live team coverage beginning with CBS 2 meteorologist Amber Lee tracking the advisories and the temperatures. Hi, Amber.
Hi. It is definitely a chilly night across Southern California. In fact, we're actually looking at frosty conditions as we head into the next few hours. We are already looking at this board really being taken over by the blues. We barely have any more of the green, but some areas closer to the ocean, you can see temperatures in the low 50s for LAX and also 50 for Santa Ana. 34 degrees, just above freezing for Riverside, 39 for Temecula, 47 for Burbank, and we have 42 degrees for Camarillo. Tonight, that freeze warning goes into effect for the Ojai Valley, and then as you head into the Inland Empire, frost advisories, temperatures expected to hover in the upper 20s and also mid 30s for all these areas under the advisories and warnings. I'll have more on this and what to expect for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yeah, I'm cold just listening to you. Amber, thank you. Our team coverage continues with CBS 2 Inland Empire reporter Nicole Comstock. She is out in that cold in Moreno Valley. Good evening, Nicole.
Good evening, you guys. It's pretty chilly out here in the Inland Empire right now, and so people are trying to stay warm any way they can. If you have to be outside on this bitter cold night, nothing sounds sweeter than the sizzle from a fiery grill.
Carne asada, some chilies.
Yvette Paz and her neighbors pulled out the portable heater in their garage.
Just try to stay warm, out in the cold.
Even before they heard about the frost advisory, stretching across parts of Riverside and Orange counties overnight, as temperatures are expected to tiptoe toward freezing.
It's hard for me to be outside with this cold weather.
Despite the dip in temperature, Joshua Walls still decided to get in a little BMX session.
I'm pretty cool, but since I'm riding, it's like perfect weather for it. I get a little sweat going, so that's nice.
But before you wake up to frost on your windshield, there are a few things you should keep in mind. You'll want to cover up sensitive plants.
She was all warm under her blanket.
And bring your outside pets inside where it's warm.
Inside their doghouse, they have a heat lamp with their blankets. But when it gets this cold, yeah, we bring them inside.
Definitely got to bring the little dogs inside tonight, and it's supposed to be the coldest early in the morning, so you also want to bundle up if you're planning on going outside. Reporting live in Moreno Valley, Nicole Comstock, CBS 2 News.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Now, this cold snap affects everyone here in the Southland. Stay with CBS 2 News. Amber's full forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
We have developing news from Westchester, where utility crews are working to fully restore power to a large neighborhood. Now, at this point, we know a car accident triggered this major power outage. Right now, dozens of homes still in the dark near La Cienega and Arbor Vitae, that's close to LAX. We're told it could be several more hours before electricity is fully restored.
Glendale police have arrested a woman in connection with a deadly hit and run. The victim was Christmas shopping when she was killed. CBS 2's Greg Mills has the new developments.
Mira Gajura is out on bail. We went to the Glendale apartment where neighbors say she has lived for years. A man inside asked us to please leave them alone. We spoke to a neighbor who's known Gajura and her son for 7 or 8 years.
She's a nice lady.
He heard about the charges, vehicular manslaughter and felony hit and run, that Gajura is facing.
If you hit someone, then you stop. You don't keep going.
Glendale police believe Gajura hit and killed 72-year-old Novar Ismailian the night of December 21st and then just drove off. Gajura was arrested Friday, 1 week after the fatal hit and run.
Really happy that they found the person that did it, because losing someone on the holidays is rough enough. But the way that this happened, that she took off.
This is security camera video of Ismailian moments before she was killed while crossing Linden Avenue at Glen Oaks Boulevard here in Glendale. Security camera video also shows the driver of the Toyota Prius involved in that fatal hit and run stopping shortly after that to check for damage to the car. Problem for Glendale PD investigators, there were no witnesses to that fatal hit and run. Here's what Glendale police did, and it really paid off. They were able to get security camera video from businesses up and down the streets in this area. That way they put it together and were able to follow the hit and run car as it drove off. They were also able to get a pretty clear shot of the driver and the car. Friday afternoon, Glendale police spotted the Prius they believe was involved in the fatal hit and run and impounded it. Greg Mills, CBS 2 News.
A mother makes the ultimate sacrifice, giving her own life to save her family when this fire broke out inside their home. CBS 2's Joy Benedict, she has the story from Boyle Heights.
Flames came through the windows and the roof of this home in Boyle Heights. But in the end, they destroyed more than just the building.
It's very sad. She's a very sweet lady.
It didn't take long for friends and family to start grieving the loss of Melinda Rodriguez. A wife and mother to 8 children didn't survive this fire.
She's with God on her side. She's looking after the whole family right now.
Which is exactly what friends of this 66-year-old say she has always done. The fire started around 4 Saturday morning. Inside the home, Rodriguez and her husband Francisco, 2 of their children, and their 3-year-old grandson. Neighbors say it was Rodriguez who helped get her family out.
Told us that they were all asleep. She had the grandson on her arm, and she was waking up everyone.
But for some reason, Rodriguez wasn't able to make it out of the house herself. Firefighters found her unconscious inside. They rushed her and her family to the hospital, but she never woke up.
It's very sad. It's very sad. It's very heartbreaking because we're just like family, you know. In fact, we just spent Christmas last week. We just spent Christmas Eve together. And this is what happened now.
Investigators aren't sure exactly what caused the fire, but they do know that it started somewhere in the front of the home. I'm told there was one smoke detector found inside the building, but it's not clear if it was working. And although firefighters prevented the fire from spreading to nearby homes, this home is a total loss. And unfortunately, the family who lived here will never be the same either. Joy Benedict, CBS 2 News.
Yeah, just heartbreaking for that family. Well, take a look at this. After several days on the run, an escaped inmate from San Quentin, well, he's back behind bars tonight. 21-year-old Shalom Mendoza was in prison for a carjacking in LA County, and it's believed he carjacked another vehicle after escaping from prison earlier this week. Police say Mendoza was captured today at a Taco Bell in Paso Robles, thanks to a tip from a resident.
The LA Times and several other newspapers across the country fell victim to a cyber attack. The attack caused printing problems, which led to delivery delays Saturday. The LA Times reports the suspected virus came from outside the U.S., created issues for all publications within its former parent company, Tribune Publishing, as well as some whose papers are printed at an LA Times plant.
Well, drivers, listen up. A section of the 405 freeway completely closed down tonight.
The area you should avoid coming up.
Coming up, how some families are preparing for a possible teacher strike in Los Angeles.
Plus, week 2 of the government shutdown, and we're learning more landmarks are closing. Amber?
And bundle up tonight. It's going to be another cold one. I'll talk to you about the frost advisories in place, plus freeze warnings and what it means for the new year.
Happy holidays from Al Udeed Base, Qatar. My name is Justin Yukon from North Hollywood, California. I want to wish my parents, Nora and Jason, my sister Shannon, my wife Norma, and kids Ethan and Jacob, a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I love you and miss you, and I'll see you soon.